The scent of a perfectly seared steak danced in the air, rich with butter, garlic, and just the faintest hint of rosemary. It was the kind of aroma that wrapped itself around you, drawing you into the moment whether you wanted it or not. I watched as my knife slid effortlessly through the thick cut, juices spilling onto the plate in a slow, almost theatrical cascade. The meat was tender, medium rare, just the way I liked it, just the way I could never afford it back then. The restaurant around me pulsed with quiet luxury. Warm, dim lighting flickered like candlelight across the polished mahogany tables. Crystal glasses gleamed beneath the soft glow of chandeliers, and the murmur of conversation mixed with the delicate clinking of fine cutlery against bone-white china. It was the kind of place that didn't rush you. The kind of place where time slowed down, and indulgence didn't ask for permission. I rarely allowed myself evenings like this, unapologetically slow, beautifully excessive. Life had become a blur of meetings, deals, and building something from nothing. This dinner was a rare pause, a reward for the years spent clawing my way out of mediocrity. The first bite melted in my mouth. Rich, smoky, and seasoned to perfection. I closed my eyes for just a moment to savor it fully. And then, that laugh. A-pitch, like, laced with sugar and poison in equal measure. A sound I hadn't heard in nearly 5 years, but one I could recognize anywhere. It sliced through the warm ambience of the restaurant like a cold blade. Kept my eyes on my plate. Maybe it was just someone who sounded like her. Maybe the universe wasn't that cruel. But then the voice followed, dripping with faux surprise. Well, I never thought I'd run into you here. I looked up, and there she was, Lisa. She hadn't changed much. Still unervingly beautiful, the kind of beauty that seemed more curated than natural. Her dark hair cascaded in sleek waves, her lips a precise shade of red that looked both expensive and lethal. The dress she wore hugged her like it was painted on, no doubt designer and chosen to be seen. But it wasn't her appearance that pulled the breath from my lungs. It was the man beside her, Ethan Cole. His arm was slung around her waist like a claim. A man whose name echoed through boardrooms and cocktail parties. A real estate mogul with enough money to make problems disappear, and enough ego to think he could walk on water. He wore a suit that probably cost more than my first car, and his Rolex, one I recognized from a luxury watch auction a year ago, glinted arrogantly in the candlelight. His smile was slow, smug, and unmistakably amused. Lisa's eyes scanned the table, one place setting. Her smirk deepened. I didn't expect to see you here. Isn't this place a little out of your range? Ethan chuckled, shaking his head like she was telling a private joke. Maybe he's celebrating. Got a little raise at the office, huh? I didn't answer. I let the silence do the heavy lifting. Took another bite of steak, deliberately slow, savoring it while they waited. I wiped my mouth with the napkin, took a sip of my 2012 Bordeaux, and finally looked up. You always did love steak, Lisa said, her tone almost nostalgic. Remember when we used to dream about places like this? Funny how some dreams are just too big for certain people. Smiled. Oh. Not because I wasn't feeling anything, but because I didn't need to prove anything. You always had a talent for underestimating me, I said evenly. Ethan leaned forward, clearly entertained. Oh yeah. And what exactly have we underestimated? I leaned back, my arm draped over the chair beside me, confidence radiating from every inch. Then I gestured casually around the room. This restaurant, I said. I own it. For a moment everything paused. Lisa blinked. Once. Her lips parted, but no words came. Ethan's smirk faltered just enough for me to notice. He let out a short, dismissive laugh. Cute story. I didn't blink. Not just this one, I added, my tone steady. I own 6 others across the city. But this one is my favorite. It's where I come when I want to remind myself how far I've come. I picked up my fork again, pierced a perfectly medium-rare slice, and took another bite as if they weren't even there. Lisa's face had gone stiff, her jaw tight beneath the makeup. I saw her glance at Ethan, searching for something. Reassurance, a comeback, anything. But he said nothing. His smile was gone, and his posture had shifted. "Well," he finally muttered, clearing his throat. "That's impressive." I raised my wine glass slightly, not a toast, more a dismissal. "Enjoy your evening. I'd offer you a discount, but I think you're covered." Lisa tried to speak again, but all she could manage was an awkward, breathy exhale. After a few seconds of silence, she turned, clutching Ethan's arm a little too tightly, and walked away without another word. He didn't even look back. As their silhouettes faded into the dim glow of the restaurant, I returned my focus to the meal in front of me. Another bite. Another sip. In peace. Some victories aren't loud. They don't need applause, they don't need revenge. Sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is your presence. Unbothered. Successful. And miles beyond where they left you. I didn't need to win them over. I had already won. Quietly. Completely. And on my own terms.